Happy birthday to Planned Parenthood of Buffalo and Erie County. 70 years is a wonderfully long time to be delivering reproductive and sexual health services to this community. They've done a super job, a great job, and they continue to do so. So happy 70th birthday.
What motivated Margaret Sanger, as far as I can read from her autobiography, is the poverty of the tenement population, where one child after another just led to grinding poverty.
I think that's how Margaret Sanger started out. I mean, really with the realization that these women were having 5, 6, 7 children. They were dying. They simply had no way to improve their lives, to improve their families' lives, because every minute they were having another child.
From a young age, I always knew that Great Aunt Esther was one of the founders of the agency here in Western New York.
It was started by a group of women in the community who felt the need for doing this. And of course that was at a time when it was really looked upon with horror.
People who worked there in the 1930s, they were living under the threat of a jail cell prosecution. So they were real heroes. They were brave. They had a lot of courage.
Looking back, I can only imagine how radical it must have been for a woman in 1930s to be talking about birth control and making sure that it was available for everybody.
I think every woman has the right to control their fertility. I think it's a human right. It belongs there.
It's important that women control their fertility. It's important that that right exist.
Planned Parenthood has certainly done a remarkable job. I think it's the primary women's organization fighting for women's rights.
To know that Planned Parenthood is there for all women, young women and older women, I think is just important for our community.
I appreciate the way they've expanded their Seneca office, the fact that they've got walk-in hours here. They've expanded for men. They've expanded for all the possibilities of reproductive choice. And this is work at the deepest, most intimate level of people's lives. And they're doing it professionally and they're doing it compassionately.
Well, one of the things I think is important about Planned Parenthood is the panoply of resources that they offer. They not only offer basic medical care, they not only offer contraception, but they're also out there in the community educating people. So an organization that is proactive, goes out and helps young men and women, I think is absolutely essential.
The importance of educating teenagers and young women about family planning is crucial.
If we really could educate more teens to family planning and to just their own sexuality, you would really prevent so many more pregnancies and so many more sexually transmitted diseases. I mean, doesn't that make sense? It does to me.
Planned Parenthood serves an incredible purpose, and I know it serves a population that would not be getting those services anywhere else. So if we don't support Planned Parenthood today, who knows what will happen tomorrow.
I certainly would not want to go back to a time where Planned Parenthood services were no longer available to women.
I think it's really important to become a supporter of Planned Parenthood and really support a woman's ability to make a choice, no matter what that choice is. And so Planned Parenthood really needs volunteers, they need donors, they need people to understand the full extent of what the programs are.
Planned Parenthood is different. You have to have a passion. You have to really care. You have to really want a better quality of life. You have to care about women. You have to care about health care for women. And you have to be very passionate about what the movement stands for.
For me, it's like a library. It just has to be there. It's a basic service that a community has to have, and we're lucky in Buffalo that Planned Parenthood is is still here after 70 years, and we hope that it'll be here for another 70.
I think people ought to go out in the community and be proud to say, I support Planned Parenthood. It's hard for me to understand why somebody wouldn't feel passionate about Planned Parenthood, since we're talking about kids and our future and the kind of society we're going to be in the future.